go over Arya Trade Manager. The benefit of using Arya Trade Manager is that you can change your break even and your take profit during a trade. Here we have your MT4 platform. Open the chart of your preferred asset. Here we have GBP USD, and I'm looking in the unit of time of H1. To launch Arya Trade Manager, simply click and drag over onto the chart. Here you will see the parameters you need to set in order for Arya Trade Manager to assist you and enter into a trade. Step 1 is the trade direction. The first step of step 1 is the entry type. You have a choice between automatic, market execution, limit order and a stop limit order. Choose automatic and Arya will place an order automatically following a fractal logic. Choose market execution and Arya will place an order as soon as you click on buy or sell. Select a limit order, and this is the price at which you would like Arya to enter into a position. You define the price in the limit price field. To sell, the set price must be above the current market price, and to buy, the set price must be below the current market price. For example, the current market price is 1.385. If I'd like to enter into a sell position, I can enter a price anything above here, for example 1.36. When the market reaches the price of 1.36, Arya will then enter into my sell position. The final entry type is the stop limit order. This is the inverse of the limit order. It is still the price at which you'd like Arya to enter a position, and you input the value into the limit price field. However, if you'd like to sell, the set price must be below the current market price, and to buy, the set price must be above the current market price. So for example, if we take the current market price of 1.385, and I would like to enter into a sell position again, I can enter a price anything below 1.385, for example 1.38. Once the market has moved to the price of 1.38, Arya will enter into my sell position. Entry logic timeframe is the unit of time you'd like Arya to enter into a position. You can choose a unit of time that is different to the one that you are currently viewing. So at the moment I'm looking at H1, but I can set Arya to enter into a position on M15. The entry point buffer allows you to shift your entry point by a few points. For example, if I choose 5, Arya will wait to enter into the position until the market has moved 5 points past the confirmed fractal. Now we come on to step 2, which is your risk management. First is your risk per trade. You can choose from 0.125% or very conservative, all the way up to 2% or very aggressive. We recommend for beginners that you start between 0.25 and 0.75%. Your risk per trade is the amount of your capital you would like to put onto your specific trade. For example, if I choose very conservative or 0.125%, Arya will take a trade in which 0.125% of your capital will be invested. In other words, you'll be risking 0.125% of your capital. If you have £5,000 capital in your account, you'll be risking £6.25 on this trade. Arya will automatically calculate the trade's level of commitment based on your stop loss. The max loss daily parameter is permanently set at 2% of your account balance and applies to all assets combined where Arya is activated. Arya will stop trading when you've lost 2% of your capital in one day. You can set your maximum profit daily, which is the maximum gain for the day in percentage, and again applies to all assets combined where Arya is activated. Choose from none all the way up to 5%. Arya will take into account all of that day's closed positions to determine if trading can continue or not. As soon as your max profit is reached, Arya will cease trading. For example, if a max profit of 0.5% is set, Arya will stop trading and secure the capital when you've gained 0.5% of your account balance in one day. You can control the number of losses that you have in one day in the consecutive loss parameter. Set the number of consecutive losses you are allowed per day per asset. You can choose from 1 to none, which is unlimited. For example, if you choose 1, Arya will stop trading when 1 loss has been realized. Similarly, if you choose 3, Arya will stop trading when 3 consecutive losses have been realized. Even if you deactivate Arya and restart it, Arya will still take into account all of that day's trades. In the same way, You can set the number of consecutive wins that you can have per day per asset. Choose between 1 and none, which is unlimited. Arya will stop trading the asset when 1 win is realized. Similarly, if you choose 5, Arya will stop trading after 5 consecutive wins. This parameter is designed to prevent overtrading. Calculation equity is the percentage gain or loss of your current trades. It takes into account all open and closed positions. For smaller accounts, be careful with leverage, as this function will not be suitable. You must have the same setting for all traded assets, so either have all of your assets on false or all of your assets on true. False is the default, and Arya will only consider closed positions and does not take into account open positions for the calculation for the percentage gain or loss reached. If you select true, again, all assets must be defined as true for them to be included in the calculation. Step 3 is your trade management. First, we have our stop loss type. From the drop-down, you can choose between point and price. With stop loss point, you can set your stop loss in points. A point is the rightmost number of the price. For example, the current entry price is 1.38505. A point would be 5. If you would like the stop loss to increase by 1 point, simply enter 5 and the stop loss will be moved to 1.38506. If you want to move the stop loss by 2 points, enter 10 and the stop loss will be moved to 1.38507. You can also choose stop loss by price, and you can set your stop loss at a defined price here. Now you need to set your break-even. The break-even can be modified when the trade is running. When the break-even price you have set has been reached, Arya will secure the trade at 1% of the difference from your entry point to the take profit. This means your stop loss will move 1% above your entry point. Simply type in the value here. Now we come on to your take profit. These can be modified while the trade is launched. Arya can secure all or parts of your trade by cashing out the gains. If you choose more than one take profit, Arya will split the position according to the weight set. However, if your position size is too small, for example 0.01 lots, Arya won't be able to cut the position and will only take profit 3 into consideration. If you only want to choose one take profit, simply enter take profit 3. Each time a take profit value has been reached, Arya will close the weighting of the trade. The weight is the percentage of the trade Arya will secure at each take profit 1, 2 or 3. All of the weights must add up to 100%. If you only set up 2 take profits, the 2 weights together must equal 100% and the take profit 3 must be both set at value 0 and 0%. Finally, we come on to step 4, which are the various other settings. First, we have the partial close indivisible. You can choose between true and false. This parameter lets you choose if you'd like to close part of your trade. The default set is true. If the position is too small, Arya cannot split and close part of the trade. However, if the position is large enough, Arya will be able to split and close part of your trade. For example, if the position is 0.01 lots and therefore not divisible, the partial close will have no effect. If the position is 0.02 lots, the position can be cut in half. If you select false, you can apply the partial close even for micro lots, but if the trade is not divisible, Arya will simply close the position. Show or hide the blue performance box, which sits on top of the asset chart, just over here. If you've chosen visual mode and false, you will only be able to see a box with buy and sell buttons. Use the Show Value dashboard to display your results in either the currency of your account and/or in percentages. Default will show your results in both the currency of your account and in percentages. If you'd like to only see your results in percentages, click Percentages, or if you'd like your results to only be displayed in the currency of your account, click the currency. And finally, we come to Instance ID. This parameter allows you to run multiple trades with Arya Trade Manager on the same asset. The second trade can only be taken using a second chart and when the first trade has secured its break-even. With Arya Trade Manager, the default number for the first trade is 17. If you'd like to set up a second trade, we can click OK, open a new chart window on the same asset, and launch Arya Trade Manager on the new chart. You can then define the parameters as you like, but in instance ID, you can put, say, 18. If you want to start a further trade, you can repeat the exact same process and choose number 19. However, you cannot use the numbers 14 or 42 in the instance ID, as these codes are used for Arya Essentials and Arya Pro respectively. Then you can click OK, and now all you have to do is decide whether you'd like to sell or buy and click on the sell or buy buttons.